Everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to work with Selenium WebDriver. So to do the automation with Selenium WebDriver, first you need to understand how to do the setup. So for that what you need is you need to install Eclipse, and then you need to download Selenium WebDriver jar files. So Selenium will support for various languages. Okay, so you can write scripts with Java language, C Sharp, Ruby, Python, like that. There are so many languages available. But what we are going to do is we are going to take only Java related jar files, and we will write the program using Java. Okay, so we are going to download the Java jar files, and then I wanted to run the scripts on my Chrome driver. So Chrome browser, if at all I wanted to do it with Chrome browser, so I have to download Chrome driver as well. If you wanted to do it with Internet Explorer, you have to download Internet Explorer. If at all you wanted to do with Firefox, you have to download the respective driver. So in this video, we will see how to do with Chrome driver. So similarly, we can do the same thing for Internet Explorer and Firefox also, but this is common for everything. So first, I'll show you how do you download the Eclipse. So if at all you wanted to look at the previous video, I'll share the link in the description. So Eclipse download is already created in one of my videos. Before you start this course, you have to understand core Java basics. Okay, core Java basics. So there is a playlist available that is core Java for beginners. If you look at that, then you will get a basic idea. Then you can come to Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so let's start with downloading of Eclipse IDE. How do you do that? Okay, so once you click on, you open browser and then type download Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So see here www.eclipse.org and click on this, and then you have to go to the downloads and download the latest version. See here, so your computer is 64-bit operating bit computer, then take that and click on download button. So you can see the exe file will be stored here. Okay, so this is the first step. So after that, what you are going to do, you are going to click on this and then you will install that. For that, I'll give you the URL of the video where how you will install the Eclipse IDE. Okay, so this is already there in the core Java for beginners. So there you will come to know how to do this installation. So once you download this file, you will have to double click on this, and then you will see navigations, click next, 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 and finally you will be able to see the Eclipse icon. So this is how it will look once you install the Eclipse IDE. So how to open that? So just double click on this Eclipse IDE. Initially it will take some time to open, but once you work with Eclipse IDE, then it will not take too much time. Okay, so see here, it will ask for workspace. What is workspace? You are going to create your own folder. Okay, it is less just like creating a folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create under my D drive, I'm going to create a folder under Arcade Digital Training. I'm going to write Selenium Training is my project. I have given this name, and then select that and then click on select folder. So that means whatever the scripts you are going to work, that will go and save it into Selenium Training. Click on launch button. So it will take you to that particular project. So this is the first step. Okay, hope this is clear to everyone. Now what we are going to do is, if you look at here, the exe is downloaded like this. So I've already explained you how you will be going through this. You just need to double click and then install the software. Okay, so we are not going to look at that now. Now what we are going to do, so we are going to understand how to download the Selenium WebDriver jar files, okay, for Eclipse. Just select that and see here, you'll have to go to this website, selenium.dev website. Click on this and you can see, as I told you earlier, you can see Selenium WebDriver will support C Sharp, Ruby, Java. These are all the Python and JavaScript. You can write the program in any of these languages. So currently we are taking the latest version. Just click on this stable version. Okay, click on this link. There you will be able to see the jars will be loaded here. If you look at here, this is in the zip file format. You go and open that zip file. Once the download is done, you go to the downloads where you will be able to see the jar file. See here, this is here, and right click and then extract all, and then click here extract, so that everything will be extracted. So once that is done, what you will be able to do is you have to take these jar files and keep it in a separate location instead of downloads. So what you have to do is you have to keep it under one specific folder. Okay, so just see here, these are all the files. There are so many files. Jar files means Java archive files. So what I have done, I have copied this. Okay, so and then I have put it under my D drive. There is a software folder. I'll keep it here. See here, Selenium Java 4.7. So I just pasted here. Okay, you can take that jar zip file directly and extract here. This is one way of doing, or else you can download here and extract it and only take this file and then keep it here. So whatever you wanted to do, you can do. You just need to extract the files and then put it under softwares. So this is how you'll do. So the next one is you have to download the Chrome driver. So if you look at download Chrome, let's say Chrome driver, download Chrome driver for Selenium. If you click on that, see here, you'll have on the same selenium.web, or else you can go to Chrome driver. Anything is fine. You can go here and then you can look at the Chrome driver is available. There are different versions, latest releases. So first you need to understand what is your uh, browser. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go to your Chrome browser and then you need to look at what is the version of your browser. Go to these three dots and then help and then about Google Chrome. Once you click on that, you will see your version is 108.0.5359.125. That means 108 you can consider. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the 108.0 version. Then I'll download that file. See here, it will ask for which operating system you are using. We are using Windows, so you can make use of Win32. It will work for both 32-bit and 64-bit. So click on that, then that will get downloaded here. What you have to do, you have to go to the same folder again and then you will have to extract this. Right click and then extract all, then click on extract. So once you extract that file, see, you will be able to see the folder inside that the Chrome driver is here. Now what you have to do is you have to go to your D drive and there software, I have kept it under Chrome driver Win32. Have kept it here. So it is not mandatory to do it in the same manner. You can do whatever the way you want, but I have created one folder. Whatever the softwares I am downloading, I am placing all of them into this. Now I don't need these uh, zip files. I am deleting these zip files. Okay, so this is also not required. This is nowhere related to our class. So I just have only two softwares. One is Selenium jar files and another one is Chrome driver. So some people, what they will do, they will create a folder called driver. Under that they will place all the drivers, like you go here and then you keep this one. So whatever the way you wanted to organize, you can keep. under driver, you move this here, and then you can make it as, you just name it as Chrome driver. Okay, you don't need to write all these. So Chrome driver. So if you download for Internet Explorer, you will create one more folder and keep it here. That we call it as IE. And if you download one more for Firefox, so you will write it for Firefox. So once you download that, you keep it under the respective folder. This is how you will create it. Now what you have to do is you go to your Selenium Eclipse IDE. See here, whenever you open that, it will open like this. See, there is an option for hide. Click on that. Now what you're going to do is you are going to create a new Java project. There are two ways you can do that, where you can create a project from here, or you can go to file. Okay, go to file, new, and then you will see an option to create a project here, or else you can go to other. So if you find the Java project directly, you can directly create, or else you just click on other, and here you see there is a Java project. Select this and then click on next button. So once you do that, you have to give this project name Selenium WebDriver. That is our project. Okay, and then click on next button, and then finally what you are going to do is you are going to click on finish button. So once that is done, it will ask for create module info.java. You just say don't create. We will discuss all these things later. Just um, follow the instructions and then open the perspective. You just click on no, and then the project is created. See here. Once the project is created, you will be able to see the src folder, that is the source, and then the JRE Java runtime file, runtime environment. This will consist of all the library files. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create one program which is for invoking our Chrome driver. Okay, for that, first of all, you need to tell your project saying that you have to make use of the Selenium WebDriver jar files. So how do you do that? Right click. That means you need to associate the files what you have copied. Right click here, build path, configure build path, and then you go to libraries and then select class path and then click on add external jars. Click on this. Then from your files from the local system where you have downloaded them, go to the software, and then you have the Selenium Java jar files, and select one, click on Control A and then open. So if you do this, whatever the files are there inside lib will not come. That also we will add. Okay, first you select, you go to the D folder and then go to your respective D drive and then go to the folder and go to your Selenium Java and then select one, Control A and then open. This is the first step. After that, again you go back, click on class path, add external jars, and then click on lib, go inside, select one, and then Control A and then open. Now everything will be associated to your project. What does it mean? Click on apply and close. That means it will allow you to make use of the libraries which will allow you to write the Selenium WebDriver programming. That means how do you interact with your application? So what is your application? Let us say I wanted to open facebook.com. So if I wanted to open this application, I'm doing it manually now, right? So facebook.com, I have opened it manually. So the same thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with automation. How to do that? Okay. So we are going to see that now. First, you go to your SRC and create a package. Right click, new, and then package. Here I'm writing basics.com and then click on finish button. Once you have done that, a package is created. Now I am going to create a new class. So the new class, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to create a new class that I will say that first Selenium script. So what is my first Selenium script? I am trying to open the browser. Okay, I'll open the browser and I'll open the Facebook application. Click on this public static void main and click on finish. Okay, So before you write this program, so what will happen generally whenever you wanted to, I am going to create one more script, which is a basic script. Okay, so right click here, new class, I'll write sample program and then click on public static void main. It is just to explain you guys. You just try to understand how do you write the sample program. So if I wanted to print something, I will use system dot print system dot out dot println, and then you are going to write learning Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so these all things were there in your core Java beginner training. So if I wanted to execute this program, I need to click on this green button, click on that, then okay, and then the class will get executed and you will see learning Selenium WebDriver will be displayed. So this is what a basic program. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to invoke the browser. To invoke the browser, first of all you need to set the driver, which driver you are going to make use. To do that, first step what you have to do is you have to do system dot set property. Okay, system dot set property you have to use. What is that we are trying to do? We are trying to say that we are going to make use of WebDriver. So what is that WebDriver you are using? You are making use of uh, Chrome driver, right? So whatever the driver you are using, you have to tell your uh, script saying that make use of Selenium WebDriver, which is Chrome driver. Okay, so we have to write that program first. After that only you will be able to write your basic program, and then only you will be able to understand how you will invoke that. So to pass this, you have to pass two parameters. So the first parameter is where exactly your what driver you are going to make use. So for that, what I am going to do is web driver dot. So what driver we are using? We are going to use Chrome dot driver. Okay, so our web driver is Chrome driver. That is the first step. And where exactly you have it in your system? You have it in your system, that is under your software, under your D you kept somewhere, right? Under RK we did it somewhere, right? Under driver Chrome, right? So take this path, copy, and then put it here within double quotes, and then you have to write the Chrome driver also .exe. That is the exact path of the Chrome driver. If you look at two backward slashes needs to be used. So now what you have done, you have added the first step to set up the driver which needs to be used. So first step is done. Now you need to initialize the browser. For that, what you are going to do is you are going to write the WebDriver. Okay, you are going to initialize a WebDriver, and then you will give an instance of that, and then you will access the script. So for that, what you have to do is WebDriver. Okay, so I am going to initialize with it as driver is equal to. So it is as simple as how do you create a new class? New, what is the driver we wanted to launch? Chrome driver, close, and then close. So if you look at here, when you take your cursor here, it will tell you what all the methods are available to import. Import WebDriver, click on that, then the respective jars will be loaded. The respective built-in files will be loaded here. That is what you are going to make use of the import. And similarly, Chrome also you keep the cursor and then you have to import the required jars. So where are these coming from? So these are coming from the libraries which we have associated to the project. How did we do that? So all these files are here. How did we do? We did right click and then we went to the configure build path, and then configure build path, and then we have associated the libraries by selecting the class path and clicking on add external jars, and then we added all these files, right? So that is the reason you are able to make use of these. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to invoke the browser application driver dot get. So get and then string URL, you have to give the URL. So I just copied the URL somewhere. I'll just take that URL. So what is that URL? https www.facebook.com. Okay, and then close double quotes, and finally if you run this program, it will launch the application. Click on OK, and then automatically your Chrome driver will be launched. See here at the bottom, Chrome driver was started successfully, and then it will open the Facebook application for us. Okay, so this is how you will be able to launch the application. This is the first basic script. How do you launch the application? Similarly, you can do with other applications also. Let us say I can write, instead of Facebook, I can write Google also, google.com. So now try to run this program. You will be able to run that. Okay. So you will see it will open Google page. There it will allow you to do some search. So after that, how we are going to do the rest of the activities, what are all the activities we are going to on each application, that we will learn in the subsequent videos. Okay. So similarly, you can set the driver to launch Firefox and also Internet Explorer also. So for now we will see everything on Chrome driver. So we will also see this in a separate video. Okay, thank you.